was 6 months on the trial to 78%. He had a 25% increase in lung function. The other thing people have been saying is, you saw it in the movie where she kind of, they cough a little bit and then she was spitting nasty stuff out, right? That's a very good thing, getting that mucus and that junk out of your lungs. The thing that was odd, I think, when Jennifer had the transplant was she used to every 30 seconds or so, all the time. She's actually short. That's how I found her. And just, when we were shopping and stuff, I tracked her down with that. But anyways, what they were saying is after the triple drug combo, not only did the lung function increase, but the coughing stopped, the mucus stopped, the body was able to actually start flushing that stuff out, and it was like he was in the mid-20s, and he said he's not sick, like a normal person, I think is how he described it. It is completely life-changing, with a lung transplant. The average, I want to say, is 8.9 years in the U.S. for somebody with CF to, that survival rate. There's a lot scarier numbers out there than that, but then we've also heard from people all over the world that are 20 years plus after transplant going strong and say, don't worry about it, don't give up, don't be scared, just live your life. So you don't worry about it. But this drug, and that's the thing I think is so amazing with these drugs coming out, is it's pushing back that transplant for people by 5, 10, 15, 20 years for some people. I'm sure that they know it's coming, but maybe down the road they won't have to have it because there's going to be a cure at some point in time, so there's hope. There's people we talk to, I think, that are angry or hurt or worried about, why not us? Jennifer had a transplant. If this medicine was out 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe we wouldn't have had to have that, What if it didn't come out for 10 more years? It's out now, it's the way it is, so.
But it could help other parts too. It doesn't, even though I have new lungs, it might be able to help something else eventually, so you never know. Good thing.
We're going to open it up to you and just remind you that we'd love to hear your thoughts about the movie. And we know that you might not have cystic fibrosis or know someone who does, but you may have been sick or you may have been with someone while they've been sick. And you have your own journey, and we would love to hear about it if you feel like you'd like to share. And you can also ask questions, so feel free to join in.
I have a question. The drug that you were just talking about and how it works with the genes and stuff, is it something that you have to take for the rest of your life? So it's, you can't take it and everything is fixed and then you're done? Do you have a price?
Yeah, so that's a really good, apt question, and I think when the CF community, with all of the exciting breakthroughs, I think has been very purposeful about kind of the wording that they use, and it's not, so they're not considered, I don't think, a cure, because it is something that people have to continue to take. And so for somebody taking those medications, the experience, I think, is like any other of their pills. They're taking it daily, multiple times a day, and needing to maintain that, because it is something that, kind of like you're saying, Jennifer, about you have new lungs with different DNA, but the rest of the cells in your body are still having that mutation. They're still producing that protein that's not working well. And so that medication has to be taken on an ongoing basis to keep correcting that defective protein that the cells are going to continue producing. And so the next step, and what the foundation is now putting a lot of emphasis on in terms of their research efforts, I think, is finding that sort of one-time intervention or cure. So being able to go in and correct the actual genetic mutation at the DNA level, at the genetic level, such that from then on out it would be functioning the way it should in the body. And so that is, I think, right now a big focus of their campaign and the benchmark to achieve for everybody with CF. And it's about, I think, both parts of finding a way to correct that genetic problem permanently for somebody with a one-time cure, and make sure that it's something that can address all of the different mutations. So that's a big challenge with cystic fibrosis and with a lot of other conditions that are caused by gene mutations, is that typically within that one gene that causes cystic fibrosis,